Elon Musk's XAi Grok fires back at woke chatbots. Let's go see what all the firing is about. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus combination. That zing, that bergamot, so good, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a technology day. We're gonna be talking about AI a little bit. And Elon Musk's brand new XAI calls it Grok. Very, very interesting. I was reading a lot about this. I was watching some interviews with Elon over the weekend that I thought was fascinating with the Prime Minister over in the UK. A lot of different things going on with this AI and what Elon is trying to do here. And as you can tell by the title of this video, it really has to do with the means of firing back to the woke AIs, as he calls them. The AI out there that is currently leaning in a certain direction. And he's trying to create a AI-based chatbot that kind of leans in the middle, right? His whole idea, I remember he wanted to call it Truth AI or something like that. He had a bunch of different names. Now it's just simply Grok. Not to waste any time and get right into this, I want to go through a couple of these articles, read a few paragraphs from them, and then give you my commentary. But most importantly, after we're done with that, down in the commentary below this video, let's have a discussion about this. Do you use any LLMs, any large language models? Do you use any of them? I know I've done a lot of work with ChatGPT. I enjoy it, but I know that the answers that I get are not necessarily the best answers. And the answers are very sterile, so to speak. All right, and I'll get into that also before the end of this video. So the first article starts out by saying Elon Musk unveiled Grok Saturday, a snarky anti-woke AI chatbot that has access to all tweets, giving real-time knowledge about the world. And then it says, if you can call everything on X knowledge, which obviously it is not, but it's a ton of data that it has access to, unlike other LLMs out there. It's built on Grok 1, the first large language model from the billionaire's artificial intelligence company, XAI. Grok will answer spicy questions, in quote, with a bit of wit and humor, much like its CEO. The makers of Grok, XAI, aims to, quote, design AI tools that are useful to people of all backgrounds and political views. Musk criticized OpenAI, a company he co-founded and left in the past, for being too politically correct, saying that, quote, the danger of training AI to be woke, in other words, lie, is deadly. Grok has a powerful leg up on other ChatGPT models due to its access to online information, a huge limiting factor for other models. That is absolutely the case because ChatGPT, when you log into it, you know you're getting data from what, 2021? 2022, somewhere around there. It is the past is the information that you're getting. So nothing current, you'll be able to ask it. So that is a major leg up when we're talking Grok here. I mean, it is as current as it's going to get. And it's now ciphering through billions and billions of tweets for knowledge. I'll get into more of that in just a second, why I think that that is a really powerful thing. The article continues, Musk spoke at a summit on AI in the UK last week, where he warned the UK Prime Minister that AI would ultimately take a significant number of jobs. He actually said all. Musk urged AI labs to pump the brakes on new powerful large language models in March, saying they present, quote, profound risks to society and humanity. Musk's innovation on a less politically correct AI comes as many companies are working to make their chatbots' responses even safer. OpenAI's claims that ChatGPT 4 is 82% less likely to respond to requests for disallowed content than previous models. Anthropic's model, Claude 2, runs on constitutional AI, values that help produce less harmful output and that shun racism, sexism, and toxicity. Now, that's all great and all, but your toxicity might not be my toxicity. If you call me an ass or you tell me that I'm fat and ugly, to me, it's not toxic. I think it's funny and I don't care, right? So I always have an issue when anything, a piece of software, a website, ChatGPT, whatever, tries to coddle me. I don't need coddling, all right? I don't need something to tell me what is good and what is bad. I should be able, with my own wisdom, my own knowledge, to know what is good and bad. I should be able to know what to see and not see. If I see something that I don't like, I'm just going to turn away. And that's it. I don't need to tell you about it. I just won't read it or I won't view it. Once again, I don't need that stroking. I don't need that coddling. I don't need that securing. All right? That's just me. Maybe you enjoy being coddled. Anyways, the other article says this: Grok, the company says, is modeled after The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's supposed to have a bit of wit, a rebellious streak, and it should answer the spicy questions that other AIs might dodge, according to Saturday's statement from XAi. Leading up to release, Musk posted on X, formerly Twitter, an example of Grok responding to a request of a step-by-step instructions for making cocaine. It responded, "Oh sure, just a moment while I pull up the recipe for homemade cocaine. Because I'm totally going to help you with that." This is the wit. This is the way it is. And I really like that. It, to me, is encouraging. It is one of those things that feels very natural. It's kind of how I am. I'm more dry-witted, right? I have dry humor. That's just me. So to me, this just tickles my fancy, so to speak. The prototype is in its early beta phase, only 2 months of training. Users can sign up on a waiting list for the chance to use the bot. Eventually, Musk said on X, Grok will be a feature of X Premium Plus, which costs around $16 a month. So if you're willing to pay the $16 a month, you will be able to use this LLM from Elon Musk. Not bad. We do see ChatGPT with a paid model and a free model, so maybe he'll end up doing the same. Once this is online, maybe there'll be a lower, let's say, end version that will be free, and then if you want to graduate to a premium, you can do so also. Kind of like ChatGPT. I wouldn't doubt it. The article continues, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO appears to be positioning XAI as a challenger to companies like OpenAI, Inflection, and Anthropic. On an initial round of tests based on middle school math problems and Python coding tasks, the company said that Grok surpassed, quote, all other models in its compute class, including ChatGPT 3.5 and Inflection 1. It was outperformed by bots with larger data troves like ChatGPT 4, of course. So obviously, if this thing can beat ChatGPT 3.5, which is the older model, as well as Inflection 1 in these mathematical as well as Python coding, I mean, that is amazing considering the thing is like 2-3 months old. That is all the data that it's been able to work on. 3 months of data, it's not a lot. That is amazing. Just think about the potential here. All right. It's beating ChatGPT 3.5, not ChatGPT 1, not ChatGPT 2, 3.5, the latest. Just before now, we have ChatGPT 4. That is amazing. That is really amazing. They should be very proud of that. The name Grok is a term from 1961 science fiction novel Stranger in a Strange Land. In the book, Grok is a Martian term with no direct Earthling translation. Some say the meaning is a very deep empathy or intuition with something. Merriam-Webster Dictionary calls it this. It defines it as simply as a transitive verb that means to understand profoundly and intuitively. I mean, that kind of makes sense, all right? I can see where Elon Musk would be going with that. The company's self-mandate is to build artificial intelligence, quote, to advance our collective understanding of the universe. Musk has previously said that he believes that today's AI makers are bending too far towards, quote, political correctness. This is a major problem. XAi's mission is to create AI for people of all backgrounds and political views. Now, I was listening to him talk about this and AI in general and why he was building this AI product. At the time, it was going to be called Truth AI or whatever. He had a bunch of different names. Now, obviously, it is Grok. Now, what I figured out was he is really trying to come up with an AI that's not something that leans left or leans right, but something that is really down the middle, right? Something that is, once again, truth AI, that believes that you do not need to be coddled, that just tells you the truth, and then you can be discerning of those facts, all right? And I think that's very, very powerful. Because discernment is everything today, and most kids do not have it. In school, they do not train on discernment. They do not train the kids to be thoughtful and to question everything. They train the children to be robots and to simply remember all of these facts, which later on are found to not be facts, just push them and dump them into their mind and then regurgitate them on a Friday. They are not training the kids to be thoughtful, to be thinkers. They are training them to be robots today, right? So to discern the difference between what is positive and what's negative is something that we should all have inherent in us by using a vast amount of information and then decide for ourselves what we believe to be truth, right? I think that would make sense, but that is not what goes on here. And that is what's happening, or that is what is the fear with all of these ChatGPTs, for example, that are very, like they were saying, 82%, everything is going to be vetted, basically. 82% of the time, anything that goes through ChatGPT is going to be very sterile. I don't want sterile. I want truth. I just want you to tell me how it is. And then, like I said, I can take it or leave it, right? I be the judge. Don't coddle me. So I think that this is very powerful. The other thing that I think is very powerful about this is the fact that it is using for its large language model, the data, it's using a data set of all of the tweets in X on Twitter. That is just a ton of information. Now, is that all factual information? No. A lot of it is fact. A lot of it is fallacy. A lot of it is just commentary. But it is a ton of information. But what's really powerful with that information is it's highly timely. That means if something just happens 15 minutes ago, chances are it's already been tweeted about, if it's something big, 1 million times. So Grok here already has all of that information. Also, what I think is really powerful here is community notes. Now, community notes is a methodology of discerning if a tweet is authentic or not. So if there's a tweet that comes out and you have the ability to write a community note on it, you could now put a note and say this information is incorrect and then put citation and verse of why it is not correct, right? And now when you get a lot of community notes on a single tweet, the algorithm says, hey, maybe this is wrong because now it is peer reviewed. And we know that everyone just loves peer reviewing these days, right? Everyone loves a peer review. Oh, yep, this is my thesis, and I'm going to get 16 other just idiots just like me to say that this is correct. And now, of course, it has to be. Well, it's kind of similar when it comes to notes, but it is throughout the entire community. So the possibility of actually getting something truly vetted by a vast majority of people is more likely than just peer reviewed with like 10 different people or 100 people, right? So I think that is powerful because I would foresee this Grok algorithm thing to be able to not only look at the tweets, but also to look at those community notes and then decide to either give you the information based on the notes and what is the majority held belief on that specific topic, or just simply give you the information from that tweet. So I think that is very, very powerful, or could be very, very powerful. Now, bear in mind, this thing is only a couple of months old, but it's doing just a bang up job already. The whole idea of having a chatbot that is plugged in is just amazing. And this is what we've been waiting for with ChatGPT, ChatGPT 3, 3.5, 4, so on and so forth. It's not plugged in yet. Once it gets plugged in, and we know that it already has a left-leaning bias, it's just simply going to expand upon that bias with current information, right? Whereas with this, trying to be dead center and give you just simply truth, I think that this bot could really be powerful. And I tell you what, I love the dry humor. I love that just feel behind it. Now they have like two different modes, a regular mode and like a fun mode. And in the fun mode is a little bit more loose with its information, right? In the regular mode, it's going to give you as much truth as possible. In the fun mode, it's kind of like your friend, right? Just having a discussion. I was listening to Elon when he was talking to the UK Prime Minister, and they were talking about AI and what he thought about it. And he referred to his son, and his son, I believe he's autistic or he has some type of disability when it comes to dealing with people and whatnot. And he said that a really good AI model would probably be really good for his son to have conversations back and forth with. Because I do believe that in the future, we're going to see these chatbots become so good, so powerful. They're going to become our teachers. They're going to become our confidants. They're going to become our friends, which is really kind of scary, but I do see that to be the case. So, do you want a friend that tells you the truth all the time and allows you to be discerning and be the judge of what you take in to your brain, to the wetware up here? Or do you want your friend to lie to you or to coddle you or to give you information that it thinks that you want to hear? Because that's what's going to happen with these LLMs. They will know you inside and out. And that is the fear with AI. The fear with AI is not they're just going to set off a nuclear bomb. The fear with AI is you're not going to know when it's lying to you. You're not going to know when it's coddling you. You're not going to know when it is manipulating you. You're not going to know when it's pushing you to do something that you normally wouldn't do. And since that it knows you as well as it does, or eventually will, it will very easily be able to pull on your heartstrings, so to speak, and make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. That is the fear. The fear is the control that one of these models can have over you, right? That is the fear over society in general. So anyways, guys, I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this is interesting? Would you be interested in trying out XAi's new Grok? Do you think it's kind of cool? Are you someone that already uses Bard and ChatGPT and a bunch of other LLMs, other chat bots, and you're interested in trying this out to see if it kind of fits with your mindset, let's say? I want to hear from you. All right. I'm really excited about it. In the description down below, I'm going to give you the link where you can go and sign up to be placed on the waiting list. I've already signed up. So if I get on board, let's say before you do, I will show you how this thing works. If you get onboarded before I do, let me know and send me over some queries. I would love to see how it all comes together. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy this content, even in the least, throw it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And if you are, click this little button right here and then click all. That is very important. Click all. So when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will supposedly be notified of it immediately. Not always happens, but hopefully it does. Click all. Also, if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks as of yet, go check them out. They're 100% free. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. If you want to say thank you for all of my hard work, there's a little thank you button down here. You can give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, that's fine too. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. Much better. Also, if you're looking for a VPN, look no further. Check out PureVPN. The nice folks over there gave us a promo code, which is JCristina, or you can use the URL jcristina.com/VPN. Once again, jcristina.com/VPN, and you will get 15% off, additional percent off when you check out. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like, and if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one. Love you all.